Good afternoon, traders. Today is Wednesday, and this is just a quick video showing you the trades I made today during this Christmas trading session. A lot of people hate this time of year, but if you find where the money's being moved into the market, you'll do alright as a trader. I know I made decent money this week, and I'm going to show you what I day traded today. Alright, first one, Carnival Cruise Lines. Why am I looking at this? Okay, so we beat on earnings, number one. We have a technical breakout over the 5th of November high. And we have continuation from yesterday's strong rally, which broke us out of this major resistance area. So I got long at 71. So 46.60 was our level. I didn't catch it right there because I didn't want to buy and then them drop it all the way down. I wanted some confirmation that this was strong. So right here, exactly, I got long at 46.71, and then that was 500 shares, and I bought my other 500 at 46.63, right about right here. And I held it, and my target was 41 ultimately, but as soon as the tape started getting tired, I sold right here at 18, right about here. So had a nice move. My average was around 46.68, and I sold at 18. So that's a clean 50-cent move right there, and it's very simple. And you notice, just like Netflix, remember I showed you, the main moving average I watch is the 50. I don't really care about anything else. A lot of institutional managers and professional traders watch the 50. I want to watch what they're watching. A lot of these smaller moving averages a lot of times can get you confused. Now on a daily time frame I watch all of them, but on intraday this is just my style. And everyone's different. This is what works for me. So when we do touch this, look what happens. They run it up and they don't disobey it. Until the 50 gets disobeyed, you should look to keep getting long. Now look when it does get disobeyed though. This is a little blurry, so let me zoom in for you guys. Alright, right about here. Sorry for that. Okay, so we come down, and this would indicate if we were long during this whole movement, we were still holding this position, and we weren't that good at reading the tape. Even though we've continued making higher highs and higher lows, we have to take this into consideration. You break the 50. For the trend to remain strong, we'd have to snap back up and hold over the 50 and then move up. That's not what happened. We sold off, look, and we went back below. This would indicate a short. Alright, so sorry, I had a phone call. Basically that just indicates a short. It comes all the way down to 46.90, and then you could tell it was bottoming out right here, and then it continued up, retested the 50, and that was a shorting opportunity, and it just came down. This is all easy money right here. So basically that's just an easy trade you guys can incorporate in your strategy. And right now currently you see we tested the 60 level. We bounced up to almost 70 before we came back down, and if you have the right levels, you could just keep trading this. Right here we just made a higher high. Let me show you real quick. Right, so we're watching Carnival Cruise Lines. We have this downtrend, and then we just made a higher high right here. So it's going to be interesting. And the another thing to note, at the 50s right here, so we could come down and then bounce off that and continue up, maybe get 80 out of it. Next, we're looking at Netflix. As you guys recalled, my target was 191. Things changed this morning. So remember I told you, I'm just showing you the chart real quick. Now I'm going to show you the 190 calls that I was long and how I traded this contract. Okay. So, excuse me, that's not it. Alright, so remember yesterday I got long 5 contracts at 680, which was right here. And that's when Netflix was around 184. I sold 3 contracts when it ran up to 780, which was right here. And I held the 2 overnight. So I locked in $300 right on the first 3 contracts. Then when we ran up, I sold at 925, which was right here. Right after we put in that top, my partner's like, you should just go ahead and sell it now. Just take your profits. Even though my target was higher, I'm happy with the trade, and on the other half, I made about $2.40 off the other two contracts, so I'm very happy with that trade. Next stock I traded is Altera. You see on the left the daily, we have a descending 5-day moving average, and we were flirting with a 20. We broke that 2 days ago, which indicated a short, and if you would have took that, you would have had a nice swing trade. You also have a downtrend on the PPS. So short term on Altera, this looks like a short top. And where I got long was right 35.43, and my target was 35.83, which was yesterday's close. We successfully got that off 500 shares, and we took our profits. And if you would have watched it, still obeying the 50 going on into the day, this was all a buying opportunity if you didn't get long before. And this is just beautiful right here. Look at this. This was a previous low dating back from a few days ago, 35.76, and we just consolidated right there. And then when we pulled above, you should have been getting long right here at 35.83. And then we just continued. I'm just showing you these real quick. That's when we broke below the 50, and then you continued down, and then we broke back above it. So you guys just keep watching the 50. I guarantee you'll start using it more often. Cliff Natural Resources, I'm going to tell you where I got long. I got long right here on Cliff. The exact number, hold on. I got long at 79.58, which was right here, and I sold it at 79.78, which was like right about here. It was a quick trade on Cliff. Next one I traded was Cree. I thought I got burned on this one. I thought we were going to come and retest the previous high. Instead, they sold it off. So I took a 20-cent hit on that. That was a loser. Next one we're looking at is JEC, Jacobs Engineering. I had this as a buy. Beautiful chart, breakout on the daily, and look what it did off the open. Opened at 44.64, ran all the way up to 47.97. Alright, excuse me guys, I had one more phone call. Now I'm done, the phone's on silent. I got short JEC right here when we broke this 50. Alright, exactly here. And let me look at my chart. The exact level was 47.39. So I guess that's about right here. And from there we went all the way down, and right now we're at 45.53, but I didn't cover. I covered under this consolidation up move right here around 46.5. Just take a look at this level, and it played off it beautifully. 45.53, so we sold below it, we consolidated, then we moved back above it, and this is where we take our long right here. As soon as we retest the 50, the 53, and then we start moving back up, not only do we get some buying off of that level, but we get above the 50, and from there, say even 45.60 you get long, you get a move almost a point, 90 cents. Alright, so the next one we took was a long on RIM. What I was looking at was, won't let me draw a downtrend on this, but this nice tight consolidation, and then we held above yesterday's close, which was 58.24. RIM had good earnings, and we broke above the downtrend. That's where we got long at 58.40, and our target was 59, and we achieved that and sold right there at 59. And then the last one, I'm looking at X right here, and I thought that we were going to get some selling pressure, so I shorted at 58.60, and I didn't cover. When we moved back up, I actually didn't get my fill till about 70, so I lost 10 cents on this one, and I was long 500 shares, so that's 50 bucks. But overall, it was a good day of trading, and right now it's currently 3:30. Day's almost over. I'll take a look at the E-minis real quick for you. Very low volume, like I explained. Just looking at the chart here. Look at the daily. That 1250 is a key psychological level. We approached that. We took it out, and now you just see we came down. They didn't quite hit the open, which was bullish, and they're running it back up. A couple other stocks keep on your radar. Fifth Third Bank had an amazing move today for a small little chart. Yesterday, ARNA was on fire. Look at this from a daily chart. I'm not a big fan of biotechs. But I know people that actually short them once they have their little pop on the FDA approval right after it's worn out. That's when they come in short. But one stock that I do like is JTX, and that's a tax service stock. Right around this year, if you look back on a daily time frame or weekly, it usually tends to pop around this time. That's normal, I guess, because their business picks up during January, February, and going into April. All the people getting their tax returns filed. So it looks, on a daily chart, I might be interested. I'm going to pull back to $1.50 to get long some of this. And the last one I'm going to leave you with is SNSS. This is just a little small stock, and they got an upgrade by RBC. That's this pop that you've seen happen. And then the next day we ran up to 53 cents before pulling all the way back. I bought 500 shares at 43 cents, and I'm holding this thing. If I can make $100 off it, I'll be happy. But I've been tracking it for the last month, and they created some kind of cancer drug, and then they have other stuff in the works. So just keep this one on your radar too. You guys enjoy your holidays, and good luck trading.